Are you experiencing more financial stress than a year ago?
This time more than last year? Uh, Actually, I feel like it was a struggle from the beginning because life is really hard, especially for international students, since we have the school, like the payments for the university is super high, and like we have a lot of other charges. So I believe like it's getting worse year by year, especially with the inflation, because the university fees are higher this year. So it's definitely worse. Yeah.
I think it's harder. For example, as she said, university fees. We came here with a scholarship, but they added a percentage this year, which made it very, very hard. And rent as well. Rent percentages are so high right now. It made it very hard for us. I think it's inflation, but it's not helpful at all. It's getting very, very complicated for students, especially international students.
Well, everything is higher. Home heating, groceries particularly. Getting around is more expensive. Everything's just more expensive, yeah.
Yes, but and again, I'm very well off, so I'm not going to worry about it. But I'm a commercial real estate broker. I do office leasing. Look around us. How many people are going to their offices nowadays? But I have nothing to complain about.
I wouldn't say stress. I think we have a decent family income. We can't afford everything we used to. Maybe we won't be taking a trip in March break this year. Maybe stay closer to home in the summer, but in the larger scheme of things. But yeah, we have less money to spend than we used to. There's no question.
The financial stress aspect of it, to a certain extent, yes. I'm always uncertain about what the financial markets are going to do. Unfortunately for us, our biggest issue is the escalation of our interest rates because of the rates that the federal government has established, and that's raised the substantial amount of people that are trying to be the first-time homeowners to buy and go out and be able to purchase a residence. And so it's impacted the housing market and a number of different things. Not so concerned about the consumer market, credit cards and stuff like that. Granted, that has some impact on people's budget, but the ability for first-time homeowners and people to go out and get themselves established, it makes it significantly harder when our interest rates are as high as they are right now.
No, not really. It's like fluctuates based on what job you're having. I mean, groceries are obviously way more expensive, but that's normal increase, inflation.
Yes. Prices seem to have gone up for everything, even just trying to take a break away and a short holiday, and everything you do is like 20 to 40% higher, and everything. And we just haven't kept up.
Yeah. I think I've made a lot of phone calls in grocery stores of, is this really the price that this should be? With everything. And especially, actually, bread is one that surprises me, is the prices of bread going up. That's one, that sounds weird, but I'm like, why is bread shouldn't be going up in cost? That's such a basic need. But yeah.
I'm blessed to be in a position where I do feel the stress, but it's not like the 50% of Canadians that can't find $500 in an emergency. That is a national shame. The U.S. is the same. People are going through food crisis these days, and it shouldn't happen in our country.
I mean, yes, I feel like every year, financial stress gets worse and worse because every year our taxes go up, and I feel like being in the working class is really difficult because you don't qualify for as many, say, subsidized housing or subsidized
Social programs.
social programs or grants. So I feel like as a working class person, it is difficult every year, more difficult every year. Just because everything, and also inflation, everything's growing in price too, and yeah.
And as a senior, I agree. I think it's more expensive this year, I find, for just regular groceries and just regular things you need.
Well, obviously interest rates have gone up, which means that, mortgage repayments are higher. Even if you have a credit line, the repayments on that will be higher. Food prices, some items within a week you'll see a 25% jump in the price of one single food item. So people's grocery bills could possibly have increased by up to 30 to 40%. and that presents challenges for people who want to eat healthily and look after their health and feed their children healthy foods. So I think everybody is feeling the pinch, and myself included.
Oh, definitely more. You know, you'll go for milk, bread, and eggs, and somehow it'll be $100. So definitely pinching pennies.
I don't know, that's hard to say. I'm trying to get a little more responsible with my money, so I may have been more financially stressed last year, but I'd say it was a bit my fault. But things are definitely more expensive now, so you got to be a little more careful.
I think everybody is. I mean, people have, price of gas and everything, especially when we're living in PEI, everything we have, we don't have the option of rail and stuff, so everything that comes in here comes by truck. So the truckers have to pass that on to the consumer. So I mean, everything keeps going up.
Yes, I would say so. I think I've experienced financial stress like a little bit, but this year it's definitely hitting me a bit harder, but yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. As a Canadian, for sure, especially here in the Maritimes. I've actually relocated here from Nova Scotia, so I have a bit of experience with both of them. Both Nova Scotia and PEI over the last year have been hit very hard with financial struggles.